Hi guys, it's your girl Keisha Kelly coming to you with writing tips video number 11, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the math or the science behind writing. I was recently introduced to Michael Haig and his book on screenwriting, writing scripts that sell. Now, I'm not a screenwriter, I am a novelist and poet by nature, and part of my education at Full Sail is taking classes on script writing. I must say that I have really been enjoying this process. Now, this book by Michael Haig and just having this class that I'm taking on the analysis of scripts, it has been really awesome. It has taught me so many skills that can help improve my writing and make me a better writer that it is insane. So when I tell you that this book is something that you should have in your arsenal, whether or not you want to go into screenwriting or not, definitely do it. I will put a link to the book in the box below. Now, with Michael Haig, I was introduced to a few things. So the 3-act structure, which he didn't create, but he uses. And it is the beginning, the middle, and end of your story, which is transferable to every style of writer that you are. Now, how he breaks this down further for me is there are 6 stages that your story progresses through as it goes through these 3 acts. And in addition to those 6 stages, as you transition from one stage to the next, there are 5 turning points. So when you go from stage 1 to stage 2, you'll run into turning point number 1. So let's put some names to them. So you already know Act 1, 2, and 3 are the beginning, middle, and the end. Stage 1 is the setup stage. It is the beginning of the story where you get the background to your character's daily life. You should make it known what your main character's goal is. Once his goal is defined, you set him up for the new situation that he's going to be involved in. The new situation is stage number 2. As you transfer from stage number 2 to stage number 3, you run into turning point number 2, which is change of plans. You progress in your story, which is stage number 3, and this is in Act 2 where your main character or your hero has to make attempts at accomplishing his goal. So he's making progress, stage number 3. As you transition from stage number 3 to stage number 4, you have turning point number 3, which is the point of no return, which at this point your character is locked in to the story and he can't back out of it now. He is committed to the end. After turning point number 3, stage number 4, complications and higher stakes are introduced into the story that your hero or your main character has to go through. Things get amped up. Yeah, you progress into the story. What's going to happen next? Which takes you to point number 4. Turning point number 4 is the major setback. The character gets knocked down a couple of pegs in his progress to obtaining his goal. And stage number 5 is that final push he makes towards obtaining his goal. The transition between that push to obtaining his goal and the aftermath of obtaining his goal is the turning point number 5, the climax. So your character reaches a climax, and whether or not he successfully obtains his goal or he fails at obtaining his goal, the aftermath is the resolution, what comes next. And that is the 6th stage. And by the time you have done all of that, you've progressed through Act 1, 2, and 3. You've progressed from stage 1 to stage 6. You've gone through all 5 turning points, and you have a story that is engaging and brings in your reader or your viewer, depending on what you're writing. I was introduced to 3-act structure in my last class at the Art of Visual Writing. I was using it for short stories and flash fiction, things like that. Short pieces, 25 words. 400 words, and it worked for that. The potential for it to work for bigger pieces is exponential because it is the guideline that Hollywood follows when they make their scripts. It is the guideline that I am now going to follow as I develop my future writing projects, because it doesn't overwhelm as a whole book can do for you. You break things down into these little stages, not just your chapter, but your chapter has a goal now. The sections have different mini goals, and that you do in your outline, yes. But if you integrate these points into your outline, I guarantee your story will be more successful. You'll be able to tell a more compelling, more gripping story. So that is my suggestion for today, guys. I will put the link down to Michael Haig's article on movieoutline.com. I will also put the link down for his book, and Happy reading, guys. Open up your reference library to things outside of what you would normally read or things outside of your normal vocation, because there are gems out there that can really benefit your craft. That's all I got for you today, guys. Happy writing. Have a great week. Peace, one, two.
If you like my mommy's channel, please subscribe and share.